Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another meaningful episode of Halika Usap Tayo. I don't know, guys, if you are hearing me or naririnig niyo yung background ko. Kamusta po kayo? May I know where you guys are coming from? Okay? May sound na ba? Meron na ba? If you are hearing me on the Facebook, thank you so much po sa inyong pagtangkilik sa katotok ng komunidad, and welcome to the Wednesday segment. No po? And yeah, we're good. Okay. Salamat po sa pag-check. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for spending your night with us as we continue to create a safe space for conversation, connection, and compassion. Tonight we are diving into a truly important topic, and that is in strengthening the community mental health. Because mental wellness isn't just a personal journey. We believe in that. It is something that we can build together as a community. So, before we start, may I know, guys, where are you watching from? Or are you guys watching from? Tingnan natin yung comment natin. Hello, Kingly. Hello, Kato-Talk from Rotary and Glenda from the Philippines. Thank you so much. Actually, may mga problem lang tayo sa connection, sa technicalities. That's why Pipi Glenda is not with me today. Pero he's watching from Canada. She's watching from Canada. And I know a lot of people, a lot of Rotarians will be watching coming from India now because our featured guest is coming from India. Okay? So yon, before we begin, may we know, guys, where are you watching from? Are you watching from the Philippines, from Canada, from what part of the world? No? And how's your heart today? Kamusta ang mga puso ninyo? You can scale it from 1 to 10. How's your heart? 1 to 10? Okay? How we would love to hear from you. This is Katotok ng Komunidad. Halika Usap Tayo. We are also live via Facebook. Okay? Puno ang puso. 10. Thank you so much. Pipi Glenda. No? You know, this live stream is not just a show. It's a conversation. Though, wala akong kausap ngayon, but you can interact with me through the comment box. I can read it, definitely, and we can share something, no, through the comment box. And you're part of this. You're part of this conversation. Kaya, ano pang hinihintay po ninyo? Don't forget to like the stream, share your thoughts in the comments, and share this live so more people can join the discussion. Okay? Yan, i-share po ninyo yan. We would like also to thank you, Katotok, and our partners to continuously advocating for mental health awareness. Together, we believe that every conversation brings hope. No? Okay? Thank you so much for watching sa mga nasa Facebook Live po natin. Yan. Okay. Maybe dumiretso na ako doon sa pinaka main topic natin for today. Tonight, we are honored to have with us two passionate mental health advocates who continue to inspire meaningful change through service and leadership. So to help us explore tonight's topic, please welcome our guest. I'll play the video later. Okay. Our guest through past President Glenda. No, you know, Pipi Glenda is the chair for mental health of District 3820. No po? And our special guest tonight, Rotarian Sourish Choudhury, the Secretary of Rotary Action Group for Mental Health Initiative. No, so ang pag-uusapan natin tonight is the mental health from a global community perspective. Okay? So, I'll be playing the conversation of Pipi Glenda and Secretary Sourish. Please watch this.
All right. Okay, so thank you so much, Sourish, first and foremost, for saying yes to coming on to this mental health conversation. And for those who will be joining and who will be watching our conversation here, I want to welcome them. And I also would like for them to hear from you, Suresh. Just maybe you can introduce yourself You can introduce yourself and
Thank
what
you,
your
Glenda. I'm really honored that you have invited me to talk on this, and it's really required at this moment to talk more on mental health. About me, so my name is Sourish Choudhury, and I'm a Rotarian from District 3291, and I'm currently the Secretary of Rotary Action Group Mental Health Initiatives. Sorry, excuse me. And I have been with Ragni since 2019. So I was like, I was Googling, I was searching in Google, is there any action group on mental health in Rotary, because I was working in this field. So suddenly I found the RAGME website.
yeah.
So immediately I signed it up. So
Yeah.
like, no, I have to sign this up because this is like directly involving my work and my passion. So then slowly I started going through their website. I like the concepts, what they have, the missions, the visions. So it was like connecting with the cause.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that is what I am at the moment. I'm mostly working with students, teachers, parents, senior adults, and
Okay.
like teaching them how to understand their mind, how to manage the big emotions, the small emotions, and then cope up with the challenges life, coping up with the challenges life gives you. So this
Yeah.
is what presently I am.
Okay. Also, I love that you found the Rotary Action Group for Mental Health Initiatives. You were looking, obviously, as a Rotarian, you were
Yes.
looking for what is out there. And I'm going to say I can connect because I was also doing the same thing, looking it up. And I also found it online and I joined 2019, but I didn't quite get active. I was just kind of
Oh,
like looking, right? But I thought, when I finally did get active, I found the website and I looked it up. I was browsing, so I get what you mean by that. There's a lot of resources. So the work that you do, you say you work with like pretty much all ages,
yes.
right?
Yes.
And it's your work is focused on uh, improving their mental health, obviously, because you are, yeah. So can you talk? I know I've also heard you, Suresh, talk about you have a foundation, and then I see your background there, Sound and Mind Foundation. Do you mind? Is it okay if you talk a little bit about that? And is that the work that you do, or is that something that you do on the side?
Sure, sure. So Sound and Mind Foundation, you can see there are two words. One is sound and one is, mind.
Yeah.
So these are two I have taken from sound healing, which I do as practice. And the process I follow is mindfulness.
Okay.
So combining these two is my foundation. And obviously, the same work I'm doing in my foundation, which I believe that I started, long back, uh, as a tool for healing myself. So that journey started with me. And
Yeah.
then I thought this will definitely help others. So I
Yeah.
need to spread it out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that is how the foundation was formed.
Came about. Okay. So it came from you, your experience, and it worked for you. And pretty much that started something what it to what it is today.
True, true,
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah. So talk a little bit, Sarish, about, I mean, not everybody is aware of what this sound healing is, right? Can you talk a little bit about that and exactly, how does it help somebody's mental health? How does it improve somebody's well-being?
Okay. So I always believe that, sound or music, whichever form you take, it has the power of healing. It can heal people. How? It's pretty simple. I'm trying to, calm your mind at some level, which you are not at that particular state. Supposedly, I give you an example. I started working with cancer patients.
Yeah.
First, the cancer warriors. So they have a mind where, not one single thought, but multiple thoughts are going together. The fear of death, whether I'll get well soon or not, how long it will take, financials in our part of this part of the globe, you have a lot of expenses which runs into lakhs. And that is also a very big concern, because people are, getting detected from the middle class, lower middle class family. So
Yeah.
they do not have that much of money insured, or they have in their bank account. So that is also one kind of stress. And my family, immediate family, what will happen to them? So all these kind of thoughts, you are in a chaotic situation. Your mind is in a chaotic space.
Yeah.
So what you need is pretty simple, one thing, which is peace of mind. Your mind needs rest.
Yeah.
Your minds need to get into that calm state. And we started using sound guided meditation. That was the first step we started. And guided visualization. These two were like miracle for us, which helped them within a 40-45 minute sessions. They were like, I forgot I had a surgery 3 days back.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any pain out of it. Breast ampute 3 days back. It's a huge surgery. And the
Amazing.
lady is telling, I had completely forgot. I was in a different zone. I was enjoying. I was not, my mind was not ready to come out. And
Yeah.
I am now thinking why it has ended. So that gave us the confidence, like, sound can, like, healing is nothing but keeping him coming, taking it to a state where it is resting
Yeah.
without those thoughts,
Yeah.
without those tensions or anxieties. So we are bringing it down. So if you ask me the science behind it, the brain waves.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we are trying to bring them to a equilibrium state. With a tune, we are trying to attune them and bringing them to a calm state.
Yeah. I thank you for that, Suresh. Many people take for granted the power of healing happening or happens when the body is in a relaxed state, right? And so many of us spend our days, right, whether you have a disease or no disease, but more so when you have a disease happening, that you have a lot of, anxiety and fear and worry from all kinds of coming from different forms or ways, right?
Yes.
But if you have a way to really rest your body, relax your mind, put you in the activating the parasympathetic nervous system, and that in a
Yes.
way, right? I mean, that's the science name for it, but that in a way activates the healing process. And I
True.
love, I love that you said that the client that you've had, they forget for that period of time that they get into the state where they're calm, and how beautiful, for them to have that refuge or that sanctuary, right? And that in itself is just a beautiful experience.
And that also helped me to come out from my own the kind of emotional trauma I had, because
Yeah.
I couldn't help a close one like my father.
Yeah.
So I saw him, going, and I couldn't help.
Yeah.
And I was very trying to be very strong at that point of time, but inside it was the again the same feelings, the grief,
Yeah.
that unable to help, not able
Yeah.
to do anything. So all those emotions were there.
Yeah.
And while doing this, when these warriors were coming back and saying, you know you have given us such a good feeling, and thank you, God bless you. So that was healing for me,
Yeah.
that I can do something for these people. I can do something for these people. So that way, the process of healing started for me. So I always, tell everyone that it was not like I was helping them. The other way around, they were helping me to heal myself. So
Yes.
I'm thankful to them that they gave me the opportunity to work with them to heal myself. It is other
Yeah.
way around.
Yes. Yeah. Isn't that a beautiful exchange
Yes.
of
Yes.
like that flow of energy, right? And you're doing something good, providing a service, but it's really something that is you're needing that healing, and it was happening through the service that you were giving.
True. True.
Yeah. So that's such a beautiful energy exchange, right? Yeah, I think there's just there's so much out there, Suresh, like the sound healing, like the natural, because that is a natural process,
Yes.
right? That's really untapped in many parts of the world. and they are questioned, or it's like, do they really work, do they whatever. But when we see people like yourself and people that come to you and over again, and you see that it does work, right? It's really it's something that is worth promoting, right? And
True.
really actually trying it and doing it to see if it would work for them. And really, the idea is to relax the body, to bring it down, like you said, the vibration or the frequency, so that the body can do what it can naturally do, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very,
So,
very true.
yeah, I think that's a beautiful thing. And so you work with some, because I've seen your Facebook, and I see that you also work with kids, like that's part of your
Yes.
outreach, right? So where, like, tell me about that part of your work.
So I'll go a little back. So I started with the cancer patients, and immediately after I start, I think within 2 or 3 years, COVID came in.
Okay.
So then I was in my journey of my own healing, and I was thinking how to help people. And COVID gave me the opportunity to help others, because at that point of time, many people were in that state of mind, which I was dealing for last few years with cancer patients. Now general people are there. They are also, anxious whether I'll die tomorrow, I have COVID or not. So the whole thing comes here for me. So I started working with general population. And from there, my first question came in mind, the younger generation, what they are doing. Seeing my child at home, he was in class 7 or 8 standard at that point of time. He was not doing anything. I was trying to understand how they will, go through this process, because this is
Yeah.
pretty new for us and we are well matured and we can handle this. But what about them? Suddenly there, a lot of changes are coming in education part. Their education system is
Yeah.
changing. They're locked in at home. They're not meeting their friends. They're doing online chat talk. So whole new thing. How are they going to? The whole society is changing. The whole system is changing.
Yeah.
So first point came in my mind that the naturally we learned were the emotions. It was like the society was different. We were open to anybody. Now these people are not. So what happens to their life skills? Because they are not going to the field to play. They are not testing the loss or win, how it
Mhm.
feels when you win, how it feels when you lose something. So I was thinking about like the life skills, most important the life skills that was not getting developed automatically, which in our time we could do it because
Mhm.
we had a big area where we can explore. There are
Yep.
hobbies we were pursuing at that point of time, different hobbies we had. But for them it was only studies and then the digital
Yeah.
exposure. So then I started thinking of emotional literacy.
Mhm.
So I was like shifting from care to learning more. So I have to teach people, these are the things which are basics anyone should know.
Mhm.
So what are the thoughts, what are the feelings, what are the emotions, what exactly emotion means,
Mhm.
how to respond and not react,
Mhm.
how to develop your own resilience. So all these things, I started thinking in that line, and then finally I developed a product called Mindwell Club.
Mhm.
So Mindwell Club is for the teenagers, class 8 to 12, and there we are doing an ongoing, so whole year program. It's not like 1 day or 2 days or 5 days. It's a whole year program where we are helping them to develop these life skills, making them emotionally literate. They can identify their emotions, they can manage them well, and most importantly, we are helping them to do the self awareness,
Yeah.
which is, I think, most of this generation, the Gen Z, are lacking on that part. They have many options. We never had so many options, so much of informations, overloaded.
Yeah.
Now they will definitely have problem in three sectors. One is problem solving. They'll find difficulty solve the problems which comes in their life. Decision making, which is the right one for me, because there are many. Out of three, I can choose one. Out of 300, it's difficult for me to choose one.
Yeah.
It's not their fault, it's the system.
Yeah.
And the last part, because of this, they will lack in communication,
Yeah.
because their communication mode has changed to the digital mode. They're not talking with strangers.
Yeah.
So they'll face challenges in interviews because you have to talk with stranger.
Yeah.
They will feel uncomfortable at a working place because all are strangers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the program we have developed, and also we are guiding them like career wise, how to select the right career, which is purpose, which is pleasure, how to define the goals. So it's a full-fledged program which we have also included as toolkit for ragmi now. Mindwell
Oh,
Club is a toolkit, so any part of the world you can implement it. So we have given the
oh,
details.
wow. That's amazing. So I can access that, Suresh.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that you said it's a full year program. Like it's a
Yes,
program and it's not like
yes,
a one-time training or 2 to 3, because really, like you said, it's emotional literacy. And for us to really be more literate about our own emotions, that doesn't just happen one time, 2 time classes, right? It
yes,
actually needs to
yes.
be a repetition, right? A continuing program
True,
that you actually learn about what that means to the
true.
individual, right? So, in a way, Suresh, it's a little bit like basic education and literacy, but yet it's emotion. That's the point.
Yes,
Yeah. That's the point that I say to people, because I do projects here as well in the Philippines. And I have claimed it as a basic education and literacy because it's an emotional it's emotional awareness, although it's not reading like classes or in school, but yet it's something that we all need to be aware of, right? And so I love that you've done that. And I love that you've created that whole program. And I love that you've made resources available to RAGME so that the Rotarians can actually join RAGME and access those resources.
yes.
Yeah. So one of the things that Rita had said on our interview is that she had added fourth goal for Ragmi, right? And that's
Correct,
strengthening the person from within. And I think what you're saying, the emotional literacy program for the youths, that falls into that, doesn't it?
correct.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. And it catches people. I mean, yes, you're being aware of what all the other things could happen. I'm sure there's a education about the mental health conditions, but to be emotionally aware, that's really on the proactive, on the upstream approach of health promotion, isn't it?
Correct,
Yeah,
correct.
I love it. I love it. So,
And also you think in this line, I was not well and I was trying to help someone. How it will work?
mm-hmm,
So I need to learn first. I need to
mm-hmm,
apply on myself first. Then I can, teach people, or
yeah,
I can tell people like this helps.
yeah, yeah. I really value, Suresh, the personal experiences, the experiences that people, feel and actually witness in themselves. And only then, if it really works, then they can share, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And there's so much value in that,
True.
right?
And as a Rotarian, like we always say, like service above self. But I said, what about self?
I love it. I I'm in
I
alignment.
can only serve if I'm well as a self.
Yeah. It begins with the self-care
Yes.
and before you serve above self, because you're right, right? You are so right. One of the analogy that I use, Suresh, is, when we're on a plane and then in case the cabin goes, you put that on first before you put it on some child or somebody else, because it only takes a few seconds and you're like totally, low oxygen, right?
Correct, correct.
Yeah. So definitely self before Not that you don't care about others, but it is important.
No,
Yeah.
I should not care about others if I don't care of myself. First, I
Well,
should care for myself.
yeah, it's very difficult, isn't it?
And that's not selfish.
Yeah.
Because I am thinking of myself. It cannot be a selfish idea.
Yeah.
I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not taking anyone else's food. I'm just trying to feed myself. I'm just trying to be good
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
without harming any giving any harm or doing any bad to anyone else. And
Yeah.
that I can always do. That's my first priority.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a distinction between selfishness and an
Yes.
actual self act that you need
Yes.
for your own well-being, right? So that
Correct.
you have to make a distinction of that. If you're not hurting anybody else, that's not selfish. That's for your self-care. And
Yes.
that's so
Yes.
important, right? So, Suresh, I guess this is one of the questions that I would like to ask you. For our fellow Rotarians, right? For our fellow Rotarians, where you're at, where I'm at, all over the world, right? What would you say a personal action step that they can take? Not, this is not giving an advice, but it's just something that you would recommend just because you know it is so important, right? So one personal action step for them, for their own mental health and well-being. And another layer to that is community action step. What can they do for the community to help advance mental health?
So I'll take myself as an example as a Rotarian. So what I have done and how it changes everything. So I'll share my experience. That will help, I think.
Yeah.
So first and most important thing, as I mentioned, self-awareness. So I need to know why I am doing it.
Yeah.
First question is why anything I'm doing. I'm helping poor people. Why I am doing it.
Mhm.
So if I'm doing it for my public image, if I'm doing it for my satisfaction, if I'm doing because I have a lot of money, all three are okay, but I need to know for what I'm doing, why I'm doing. My reasoning might be different from others. It might not be same for everyone, but I should know why I'm
Okay.
doing. Without knowing, I should not do. I need to know the why first.
Yes.
And secondly, like why I'm doing is okay, but what I'm doing, what exactly I'm doing, I'm trying to give them comfort. I'm trying to give them happiness.
Mhm.
I'm trying to bring smile on their faces,
Mhm.
or I'm just giving them my time.
Mhm.
What exactly I'm giving?
Mhm.
The form. So why is okay? What is okay? Now, how is very simple. If you know your why and what, you know what to do and how you can reach to them, where they stay, where exactly you'll find the population. Everything is there. But if I'm not self-aware, then I'll look for trend. What exactly is happening? Oh, now people are talking about mental health. I should also do a mental health project. I have no idea
Yeah.
how to do a mental health project. So I am creating a workshop. I'm bringing in speaker. But what about my satisfaction?
Yeah. Yeah.
End of the program, there is no satisfaction. There is no happiness.
Yeah.
And then I started blaming my members.
Yeah.
I created such a good program. You didn't come. I invited you and all those things. So that is not their fault.
Yeah. Yeah.
So as a Rotarian, I started, changing my point of view, my perspective on these areas, like why I am in Rotary, what is my motive,
Yeah.
and it is for me I'm doing. It is not for I don't talk about beneficiaries. I always say beneficiaries are helping me.
Yeah.
I'm not helping them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are helping me. They are giving me the opportunity. My cancer warriors are giving me the opportunity to work with them, which is helping me in return. But at least I am aware now. So I'm very clear. So that self-awareness is very much required, and we need to talk. Nowadays, what has been, I can see in Rotary, which is getting little low priority, is talking with people. We are, in our mind, we are just creating the thoughts. Oh, maybe Glenda is doing this interview. Maybe she has something in her mind. I'm not static, talking why you need the interview, what. what for, what is the purpose. I am thinking in my own mind and I am creating my own world. So that is where I think we need to talk openly. We need,
Yeah.
if I'm feeling bad about something, I need to speak it out.
Yeah.
I should not say it to somebody else, not the right person with whom I have the problem. So these are like for the next part of your question is the community. So community, we need to stop judging people. That has like now in a very high priority list, we immediately judge people. Oh, he is doing it for his own business. Oh, he is doing it for foundation. Do not judge. You just first get into that and try to understand people.
Yeah.
Somewhere we are losing the empathy.
Yeah.
So we need to be more empathetic towards anybody else who is working, who is not working, who is leaving Rotary, who is joining Rotary. So we need to create a care culture.
Yeah.
We are mostly creating a competitive culture. And there is no competition in serving people. I don't see any competition here. If I
Yes.
can help you out and you serve 100 people there, it's not a competition.
Yes.
So that community of care will
Yeah.
only come up if we leave judging people and
Yeah.
try to understand more and more, like each of us have our unique strength. And we are, Rotary talks about DEI, but we are not following DEI
No, we're not. I know.
because if DEI, the first word is diversity. So we all are not exactly same. We are exactly opposite.
Yeah.
So you may not think like what I am thinking. But if it matches, bang on, we are good, we have connected. So we need to connect with each other. The
Yeah.
more we are connected, the more empathetic we will be, and the more care culture we will create in Rotary. And that way, I think we can serve many more people around the globe.
Yeah.
So it's like India is rising in Rotary and Philippines is down. There is nothing that sort of, we all are into the same platform and we
Yeah.
all are part of Rotary.
Yeah. I love it. Wow. Thank you, Suresh. So
I think
first,
last part I was only talking about mindset change. It's not like mental health. It's all about mindset. You have a set mindset and you are trying to shift from there.
but
So
you know,
that's like
it's really connected, isn't it? Our mindset impacts our mental health and well-being.
exactly,
I mean,
exactly.
everything is connected really to mental health, right? Our relationship and the way we, perform our duties, whatever roles we're playing, right? But I love the personal action step that you shared is first the why. Why are you doing what you're doing? And then what are you doing? And then the how just kind of follows, right?
Yes.
But it is so important to know the why because no matter what is the outcome, if you know your why, it doesn't really whatever the outcome is, good or bad, you stay, right? If you know your why. So I think that's so important. And then as far as the community action step, I would agree with what you said, right? The big part is no judge, no judgment. No judgment. Um, but that really comes down to knowing your why. Again, if you know your why, then there's no judgment, right? We just kind of let people live and do what it is. And if we're all doing things from, um, value, right?
Yes.
And there's really no questioning uh, each other because we're all serving from a higher um, level of purpose. I believe,
Yes. Yes.
right? So, um, yeah, but yes, a lot of mindset shifting needs to happen, Suresh.
And that is why I think we are facing these challenges. Membership challenges. We are getting not getting sustainable projects. We are not getting committed people. So why these things are happening? Because the why is not clear.
Yeah,
Rotary has given all the information, all the knowledge, all the kind of avenues.
yeah,
We need to connect.
yeah, Yeah.
Now we are thinking of connecting mental health with peace. We are connecting. Now you just mentioned Bell. So Bell is obviously a good rag for us.
It,
Basic education is and literacy is a good platform for us. We need to connect with them. Now,
yeah.
if they say like, no, no, basic literacy is only for education, then it's a problem.
It is.
Then what happens to the adaptability?
Yeah.
Action plan, Rotary action plan, there is a fourth form is adaptable. So we are not getting adapted towards the change. We need to
Yeah.
change.
Yes. And that's really the key thing, isn't it? We have to be
Yes.
open to evolve, and that requires us to change, because otherwise we can't keep doing the same stuff, and times are changing. And that's why, like you said, membership is kind of falling off the wayside. We recruit, but then they don't stay, right? And so I think you are so right in so many different ways there. But I'm gonna go back to, if we as Rotarians know the why behind what we do,
Yes. And
then
you know why you are doing your, it's clear for you and you are doing without anyone else by your side. You're doing alone.
exactly. And here we are talking. You're from that side, I'm from this side. And you're right. If we know the why, it doesn't matter who is with us, we are going for it. Right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
and
Well,
and we are connected, we are connected with the Rotary's mission, our own mission, Rotary's
yeah,
vision, our own vision. So we have somewhere, connected all of them.
yeah, yeah,
And now we are getting people, that's the energy. So we are meeting the right people,
I
we are
believe.
we are getting into the right platform
Yeah,
because we are thinking in that line.
yeah,
We are
yeah.
not getting distracted with other things. Rotary means business, we are not getting into that.
You're right. I agree with that one. I agree. I think it's really, yeah, like, because the energy is focused, right?
Yes,
And when you're focused, things kind of fall into place, and the
yes,
universe just brings opportunities and people and conversations, and then before you know it, it's like, wow, I'm on the path, right? And
yes,
things are
yes,
moving forward. So but yeah, it all starts with self-examination, awareness, the why,
yes,
what are you doing? And then, like you said, connecting, right? Connecting with others, connecting, making connections, and um not thinking that, you're on, I mean, this is me sharing that we're not in this alone, right? And for us to really create an impact, we need to be connecting with people out there and having the same alignment with people that are doing the same kind of work.
yes. No, people are saying we are building network. Why? Why you need the network? No
Exactly.
answer.
Well, I think, like you said, the evolution, like, times have changed, right? I think more so now than ever, Suresh, right? The network is not for business, right? Because, our forefathers in Rotary probably connected because of business,
Yes,
right? Because at that
yes,
time, that's what was
yes.
needed. But,
True, true.
right? But in our time, the network is not just for that. It's really to create the impact that the world needs, that we cannot do without really getting to know one another, right? And I think
Yes.
that's the biggest thing that we can do,
No,
right?
I already started, thinking when the school reopens. Now the holidays are going on because of festive season. So I have in my mind to implement love, which is there in my mind. So the
Yeah.
first thing I'll do, and I'll send you the video that I have spoken about it. So we need to use our, like, whatever value we are getting, and that's a very simple. You have created a common word, and it has a huge impact. And I'm
Yes.
giving heavy words: emotional literacy, well-being. So students are like, oh my god, this is something again, a maths or something like that. But this is a very simple thing which they can connect. So I'll
Yeah.
definitely use it. It is in my mind. The next session workshop I'm doing, I'll start talking about this.
Absolutely. Oh, I love it. Um, and yeah. there's so many gifts, right? In little packages, and these are given to us, and it's meant for us to really use it in however way we can to create the
Correct.
impact in our community, right?
Correct.
So beautiful. I love that you're gonna do that. Let me know what they think.
Just I'll do the video. I'll share with you. So I
Yeah.
mostly record the videos, the classes I do. So I'll share
Okay.
with you. Definitely.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, Sarish, I'm looking at my battery power. I just, I don't want to get cut off without saying thank you for this time. And I can talk more about mental health, but I can talk more, especially with you and Rita, because there is really that same energy and the same
Correct. Correct.
mission that we're doing, right? So let's do more of this. And if there's
Sure.
anything that, I mean, I'm going to look at the toolkits and the resources on RAGME. But if there's anything that you want to share, like those webinars
Yes.
that you sent with me,
Yes.
please share it my way, and I will share it with the Rotarians here in this part of the world.
Definitely, definitely. And I'll also invite you in this talk series as a speaker in one of the coming months. So with the topic which you have developed, so that will be like, say November or November first week. Maybe I'll talk to you, take your time, and then we'll do that.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Suresh.
This
I'm
is
gonna.
like pleasure is all mine. I really enjoyed talking with you. Thank you so much for doing this, and we will definitely share ideas that will help us to grow. That's
Yes,
most important.
absolutely, absolutely. All right, I'm gonna stop